Are you there? Can you hear my voice? Do you hear my breath? Are you out there? Forgive me, priest, for I have sinned in the ring of fire. Tonight, I would have loved you for 1,000 years. I would have died for you. I would have sacrificed it all, my dear. I would have bled for you. Till death do us part. You are unholy right from the start. It's a nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding.
What is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you yet another episode of CMV. Live we are for Octane episode 46, and jumping straight into the action as always. Blake Virtue of Resurgence making his way out onto the stage, set to go one-on-one to kick the show off. But Reese Matthews was actually originally supposed to be taking on Ugbjorn here, but, well, we all saw it last night. Ugbjorn winning the Rage in a Cage match. No condition, though, to less than 24 hours later compete here tonight. So his representative, Reese Matthews, stepping up. I wish we could all have a representative like Reese Matthews willing to take a bullet for a client. We've seen him do it before, even though he's not dressed to compete. Blake Virtue, ever since bringing Resurgence together back at Absolution, wasted no time staking their claim, looking to take over all of CMV, saying it's high time that these legends, these veterans, literal Hall of Famers, stop being disrespected and pushed to the side. Tired of waiting in the wings, being an afterthought. Now they're going to take what they want, and what they want is the Unified World Tag Team Championship. We know at Homecoming that we will see Andrew Briggs and Cameron Cray Resurgence challenge Luger and Slate for the Unified World Tag Team Championship, but that's if Luger can even make it to Homecoming. We saw what happened last night. Lethal lockdown, Cameron Cray knocking Luger out inside of the cage. Resurgence doing all they can to ensure if Bob Luger does make it to Homecoming, it's in pieces. Certainly far from 100%. And here, of course, is the Red Fox, Reese Matthews again, not dressed to compete. This was a last-minute thing. Ugbjorn, after going through Rage in a Cage last night, unable to compete here, so Matthews filling in. How much do you reckon that suit costs? 5 G's? Maybe more? Well, we know that Blake Virtue has already managed to piss off Bison, the Barbarian. We saw what happened a couple of weeks ago when we were supposed to see the new undisputed world heavyweight champion, Bloody Justice, go one-on-one with the Barbarian, but the rug pulled out from under all of us, including Bison, as Virtue ended up filling in. Not happy about that. Of course, Bison never typically in a good mood, but ever since losing his championship in Absolution and what happened a couple weeks ago, more foul than usual. I don't know if it's so smart. Blake Virtue and Resurgence wanting to make an enemy of the Barbarian, just as they're finding a foothold here in CMV. But hey, what do I know? As Reese Matthews gets dropped face first in the top turnbuckle there. Blake Virtue probably liking the fact he Oh, wait a minute, Reese, nice counter, rolls him up. Thought he was going to try to steal the win there. I'm Blake Virtue, not to put any disrespect on Reese's name or anything, but I think I would much rather face Reese Matthews than Ugbjorn, especially an unprepared Reese Matthews here. But let's not forget, he's a former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Holding his own against Virtue right here, but what a show we have in store, my friends. Coming up a little bit later on, we've got Precious Pratt in action. Haven't seen her since War Games at Absolution. Needed a couple of weeks to recover. Can't say that you blame her, but she is indeed in action here tonight. We've also got a whopper main event tag team matchup, guys. Going to see the new women's tag team champions, RVW and Maggie Shaw, take on their War Games comrades, Ashley Rain and women's world champion, Ellie Quinn. Allies back at Absolution, but opponents here tonight. And we heard the big news that at Homecoming, Ashley Rain and Ellie Quinn will face off for the Women's World Championship. So can they work together here tonight? Snap power slam by Reese into a pin. Reese actually dominating right now. Flips him over. Wants the crowd to hush so they can hear the sound of this swinging neck breaker. Yeah, the man that beat Reese Matthews for the undisputed world heavyweight championship, Chris Andrews, also in action here tonight. In fact, it'll be him up against Anarchy champion Peligro in an Extreme Rules match as Kill Your Heroes continue to try and get rid of the Bloody Brit. Blake Virtue, snap DDT. Could be the beginning of the end for the total package right here. Tries to go for a kick to the gut. Very flexible on that suit, I'll say. It must be custom made. Dragged is Blake Virtue. Of course, Reese Matthews got to be elated with his star client Ugbjorn winning Rage in a Cage last night, earning that shot at the Anarchy Championship. Oh, vintage Reese Matthews here, stalking Virtue. The BFT. This could be a huge win for Reese Matthews. Going for that jumping cutter. Hang on a second. 1, 2. Oh, but Virtue with a millisecond despair there. Rolls to the outside, but Reese Matthews staying on top of him like a monkey on a cupcake. Oh, Blake Virtue maybe thinking this was going to be an easy fight here tonight, but learning real quick that ain't going to be the case. Another DDT, this time down onto the floor. We are less than a week away, my friends, from Homecoming next weekend. Big weekend of action next weekend, because not only do we have Homecoming for the main roster, but of course, NGW has Checkpoint Miami. Checkpoint Miami going to be on this upcoming, or rather I should say next Sunday, and then Homecoming will be next Monday. Back to back. As we continue down the road to Ascendance 11, the show's only getting closer and closer. Even at midsection there, Virtue back into the ring just before the count of 8. Reese having himself a bit of a nap up against the barricade here, but back into the fight. Virtue not quick enough, and the former undisputed world heavyweight champion going hard in that designer suit of his. Out to the top rope. Looking to fly. Elbow drop right to the face of Blake Virtue. Now things have been going less than stellar for Virtue here in the new season. Struggling to put together some wins. I think that's a big reason why he put Resurgence together. Trying to turn things around for himself, but really struggling here against Reese Matthews. Bicycle knee gonna chop down the Red Fox. He's gonna go for a knee drop. Counter for counter. No knee drops allowed in this match. Sit out face buster. Reese gonna go to the top rope again. Not letting that suit stop him. Moonsault. Did he touch his toes? Chris Matthews proving that he can still go. Rarely competes anymore, but no ring rust on the total package. Uh-oh! Time to go to hell! Just like that, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Reese kicks out Virtue. Can't believe it, neither can I. Busted open though, Virtue back on the attack with a soccer ball kick. Didn't expect such a banger here tonight to kick off the show. Stops between the shoulder blades. Now Virtue gonna go up to Bretro. Hits that knee drop. Things are looking real bad for the total package right now. Grabs the arm, forearm smash. Hook to the jaw, gonna turn around. Another cutter, counter though by Virtue. Blocks that bicycle knee, turns it into a swinging neck breaker. Reese stalking Virtue again. Could mean only one thing. BFT. Is Reese gonna do it? 1, 2, 3. Wow! Reese, wait a minute! Bison! And wait, that's a steel cage! Bison's calling down a steel cage, must be left over from last night! Bison is trapping Virtue inside the cage! But Virtue's fighting back! Not gonna go down without a fight! Trapped, low blow! Bison with a low blow! And now throwing Virtue into the cage wall, and again, a bad night to be Blake Virtue. Well, coming up next, my friends, we got a very interesting matchup between Ben Stacy and Deshaun Porter. Yes, if you missed it last night, guys, during Lethal Lockdown, the return of the ATL. Deshaun Porter and Malcolm Fry coming back, answering Desolation's open challenge, beating Desolation. But here tonight, Deshaun Porter is going to be going one-on-one with the young Ben Stacy, who, of course, last episode of Octane, a part of that Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match, which ultimately was won by George King, and now we know it will be George King, Chris Diamond, for the Global Championship at Homecoming, and further tension between protege and mentor, as Jay Young, who was already pissed off that he wasn't a part of that Fatal 4-Way match, but Ben Stacy was, afterwards insulting Ben Stacy, called him a Muppet, as he typically does, and telling him what a disgrace he is. Just further tension between the two that's been building over the last few months. With Ben Stacy hoping to perhaps bounce back in on the right track with a win against Deshaun Porter here tonight. How amazing to see the ATL return to CMV last night. It's been years. They haven't missed a beat, though. Knocking off Desolation, escaping the prison cell. And now we'll see Deshaun Porter in singles competition. This has the potential to be a bit of a sleeper right here. I could see this turning out to be match of the night. Well, that's the viewpoint of Jay Young, feeling as though Ben Stacy has been selfish, hasn't been respecting his mentor, saying, not only did you take that spot from me in the #1 contenders match, then you lost and embarrassed me. Ben Stacy just been eating it, been eating the emotional and physical abuse for months. So here we go, Ben Stacy, Deshaun Porter one-on-one. Our second matchup of the evening, still a lot to look forward to here tonight. Got Precious Pratt in singles action. Also got Amber Young a little bit later on, going to be in singles action. Not to mention our main event tag team matchup, going to pit the new women's tag team champions, RBW Maggie Shaw, up against Ashley Rain and Ellie Quinn. Opponents at Homecoming, partners here tonight. Ben Stacy gets taken overhead with that cravat suplex. Misses the basement dropkick, though, from behind. Back suplex counter with a bulldog. Kick to the midsection. Now down to the outside. Ben Stacy, though, doesn't seem too keen on joining. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Deshaun Porter? What the hell is he doing? Grabbing a kendo stick, but Ben Stacy not going to give him the chance to use it. Porter apparently trying to get himself disqualified here. But Stacy not going to let him. Trying to play dirty, man. Porter looking for maybe just a simple vertical suplex, but Stacy able to drop down behind. Shot to the back of the knee. Not too sure what he was going for there, but does not pay off for him as he gets launched into the corner. Elbow to the jaw, back and Porter away. Barrage of knife edge chops. Inverted Frankensteiner! Woo! Oh, wait a minute. Ben Stacy now grabbing the candlestick, and hang on! Wait! Referee not calling for the bell. Is this no DQ? But there is a rope break. The referee did just force Ben Stacy to back away. He got a rope break, but not calling for the bell after Ben Stacy used the kendo stick twice. I guess this referee just being lenient for whatever reason. Moonsault from Stacy. I mean, it was Deshaun Porter who introduced the kendo stick after all. Can't blame the young Ben Stacy for utilizing it. As now he just tears at the arm of Deshaun Porter. He's going for it again, though. Now it's getting a bit ridiculous. Using the kendo stick, but the ref still refusing to disqualify Ben Stacy. Yeah, I guess the referee just saying, out with the rule book, man. We do things my way. I'm here for it. To the top rope, though, Ben Stacy. Shooting star press attempted. Gets out of the way. That's Deshaun Porter. Putting Stacy in the corner. Going to turn around. This could be vintage Deshaun Porter. German suplex with the bridge. 1, 2. A 2 count only, but Porter's not done. Waiting for Stacy to get to his feet. Clothesline. Back elbow. Kick to the midsection. Elbow to the back of the head. Just stomping on Ben. Wait a minute. Here comes Jay Young. Jay Young coming to the aid. He's seen enough. Jay Young coming to the aid. Wait, Jay. No! Jay Young! Jay Young knocking out! Young Ben Stacy, what the hell? Jay Young, I thought he was coming to help Ben Stacy, but that son of a bitch knocking Ben Stacy out. Deshaun Porter, not sure what to make of it. Still no disqualification here. Something fishy is going on. Ben Stacy has got to be absolutely shocked right now what just happened, but trying to stay in the fight, trying to persevere. Tries to go and gets the win! Ben Stacy able to nab the dub here despite the betrayal we just witnessed. Able to catch Deshaun Porter with that drop kick, put him down for the 3 count, but Jay Young, what did we just witness? It's got to be one of the strangest matches we have seen in a while. Why was the referee not calling for the bell? Should have been a disqualification 5 times over, especially after Jay Young got involved. Well, one way or the other, Ben Stacy, with his head held high, can't say that I'm too shocked at Jay Young betraying Ben Stacy here tonight after what we've seen these last few months, but even still, crazy to see. Well, no doubt, guys, we're only 3 matches in here on Octane episode 46, and it has already been a crazy night. Bison trapping Blake Virtue inside of a steel cage, and we just saw the end of the British Sword. Jay Young finally snapping and taking out his own protege. I have a feeling it's not going to get any better. We still have a lot to look forward to here tonight, including up next, Precious Pratt. One-on-one with Sloan and McManus, but we've got Peligro and the Bloody Brit in an Extreme Rules match. We've got that big old tag team match in our main event. As we are just a week away from a homecoming. And of course, Precious Pratt, we have not seen, guys, since War Games at Absolution, where she was a part of Team Tailcoat Val on the losing end. Actually was the one pinned by Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn, so Pratt needing a couple of weeks to shake off what happened in War Games. But looking to return in a big way here tonight. Still, Precious Pratt one-on-one has only been defeated a single time since debuting here in CMV. And hopes to improve her already impressive record here tonight, one-on-one with one half of the Sinners in Sloan McManus, second-generation superstar here in CMV. We've also got Amber Young in action a little bit later on. George King, guys, also set to be in action after earning #1 contendership last episode of Octane, punching his ticket to homecoming to challenge Chris Diamond for the Global Championship. Hoping to keep his momentum intact here tonight. Right now, it's Precious Pratt, Sloan McManus one-on-one. Pratt instantly with a Luthez press and some right hands, catching Sloan off guard there. As soon as she gets her ground, you're going to start picking her apart. Sadistic is the best word I would say to describe the offense of Precious Pratt in that ring. Deadlift. Got ready to suplex, showing off a little bit of strength there, but gets back into the ring. Kick to the midsection, responds, and kind of Sloan. Now going to send her into the corner. Smacking off those turnbuckles off the ropes. Shin right to the side of the head. And just feel your shin real quick. Oh, how hard it is. Imagine someone kicking you upside the head. The ring's not going to try to crack Pratt's skull open. Sloan saying, you want to fight rough? I got you. Some headbutts. Really trying to crack open that coconut here. Already up to a count of 3. Precious Pratt taking this fight up the ramp, or at least sending Sloan up the ramp. Almost telling her, get out of here. Save yourself while you got the chance. But Sloan McManus not about to back down. I was looking at this Precious Pratt laughing at her. Not only sadistic in the ring, Precious Pratt just sadistic in general. There's a reason the Arsenal of Justice likes her. Pop the powerbomb! Tries to follow it up, pushed back though by Sloan, who goes for a quick pin, hoping to maybe steal the double. You know, 1 count for her though. Pratt to her feet, Sloan waiting for her. Irish whip gonna send her off the ropes, drop down. Leapfrog outmaneuvering Pratt. Whatever she went for there, though, Pratt just goes right through her. Now into the corner, full steam ahead with a forearm smash. Oh, but quickly slides out of the ring. Nice awareness there by Precious Pratt. No clean ring entry to be had, however. We've seen just how vicious Pratt can be. We've seen her literally choke opponents unconscious. Just tossing Sloan around like a rag doll here. As now she extends her arm, exposing that hand, gonna stomp away, hoping to break some of those little bones. That's just taking her time, but perhaps taking a bit too much time. Pratt caught with that forearm into a vertical suplex. Not going anywhere fast. Sloan McManus. Rolling neck snap to the top rope. Good positioning here as the second-generation superstar lining up her shot. Nothing good for Precious Pratt. Well, hey, we all make mistakes sometimes. She slipped, all right? That top turnbuckle's slippery. Precious Pratt able to capitalize, though. Double leg takedown, hammer fists. Trying to break through the defenses of Sloan. Short arm clothesline. We've seen this plenty of times from Precious Pratt. Not just one, going for the hat trick. A third. Short arm clothesline and not allowing Sloan to get up. Putting her down aggressively for a pin attempt here. 2 count only, though, for Pratt. Again, gonna grab her by the hair. Look at these punts to the face. Makes her kiss the canvas. Nothing gentle about the offense of Precious Pratt. Look at this. I didn't expect Precious Pratt. He's so strong. Just throwing Sloan Menace around. Sloan's bigger than her, too. Look at that. Downward spiral. Might lead to the downfall of Precious Pratt in this match. Sloan McManus looking for something big. Pratt's not wanting anything to do with it. Gonna choke her out. Headbutt. The bridge of the nose. Gonna kick to the top of the head. Sloan keeping her head above the water. Staying in the fight. Going for that kick again. Pratt is quicker. Another headbutt. Now just gonna watch as Sloan crawls, desperate for refuge here in the corner. Scraping her elbow right across the face of Sloan McManus. Again, nothing pretty about Pratt's offense. And most certainly effective. Choking her out now, using the leverage from the ropes there. Pendulum Meteora. Pratt now confident in the driver's seat. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Precious Pratt picking up the win. Wait a minute. Chloe Marks. Precious Pratt's ready for another fight. Chloe Marks seeming to want to fight with Precious Pratt, but keeping her distance. Pratt says, I'm ready to go right here, right now, but with a cheeky smile on her face, Chloe Marks just content to send a message, it would appear, here tonight. Precious Pratt's got someone watching her. Well, coming up next, my fine feathered friends, if things have already been crazy here tonight, they're only going to get crazier as it is Extreme Rules. Peligro preparing to go one-on-one with the Bloody Brick. The Anarchy champion representing Kill Your Heroes. looking to do Wolf's dirty work here tonight, perhaps at last permanently put down Chris Andrews. A big win for Kill Your Heroes back at Absolution in War Games, but Britt has made it clear there will be no retreat. He ain't backing down. He may have lost the battle at Absolution, but the war is far from over. Peligro learning last night who's going to be next in line to challenge him for that Anarchy Championship of his. Unbjorn winning a Rage in a Cage. What a match that's going to be. Well, Bloody Britt, no stranger to extreme rules, being a former Anarchy champion himself. I don't know if Britt has been challenged, though, to this extent since his return to CMV back at Deadly Games. We've seen the role Peligro has been on, and this is certainly his playing field tonight. Even all this time later, still shocked I am to see Britt coming up out of that stage, making his way down the ramp and into a CMV ring again. Consistently, the numbers game has been catching up to the Bloody Britt. We saw what happened a few weeks ago when Wolf and Britt actually finally went one-on-one, but the constant interferences from ringside allowing Wolf to defeat Chris Andrews. All Britt wants is Wolf one-on-one. No outside interference. Perhaps if we can get Peligro out of the way here tonight, he'll get what he wants. So here we go. Extreme Rules it is. Peligro, Chris Andrews. No countouts, no disqualifications. Truly anything goes, but Britt, not a good start. Walking right into the super kick. I'm sure that won't be the last super kick we'll see in this matchup. In fact, here comes another one instantly. Luckily, Britt's got a strong jaw. Snap German suplex. Throwing Peligro down still to come here tonight, guys. Amber Young up next in singles action. We're also going to see George King in action as he hopes to better his momentum en route to homecoming, where he'll challenge Chris Diamond for the Global Championship. In our big old main event tag team matchup, going to see Riley Van Wilson and Maggie Shaw take on the team of Ashley Rain and Ellie Quinn. Can they work together ahead of their championship match at homecoming? Big old full Nelson slam down onto the floor, right in front of the announce table, and now a cravat sleeper. Don't knock over my www.gg promo code CMV23 to save 10%. Super kick number 3 into a straightjacket German suplex. Again, no countouts. These two can play at ringside as long as they want, but the only way to win is by pinfall submission in the ring. Peligro going after that arm. Wrenching it. Trying to pop it out of the socket. Again, honing in on that arm. Early pinfall attempt by Peligro. Only going to get himself a 1 count, however. Oh, there's super kick number 4. What's the match been? 3 minutes, if? A bit of rolling thunder. It's all Peligro right now. And the jaw of Chris Andrews got to be feeling some type of way. Oh, those kitty claws going to dig into the face of the Bloody Britt. Slowly bringing him up to his feet, Peligro. Continuing to work on that arm as he goes up to the top rope into that lucha libre. Outmaneuvering Britt. Kick to the back and to keep him grounded. Now goes for a basement drop kick. A little bit too long. Lining up his shot. Britt able to get out of the way. There's a big boot for you. Just wants to check out what the apron situation is like. Look at Peligro moving. Obviously has that agility advantage over Chris Andrews here. Closer count that time. Peligro might have Britt's number here. Oh no, the kitty claws! The kitty claws to the eyes! Not the eyes! And a barrage of elbows to follow it up. Like I said, this is going to be Britt's perhaps biggest challenge since returning to CMV. He's had enough. He's going for a weapon. Peligro doesn't give him the chance, though. The fans chanting they want tables. They want some destruction here tonight. Oh, there's super kick number 5. Another straight jacket German. Britt just popping right back up like the tough son of a bitch he is. Peligro. No! Super kick number 6 and 7. 7 super kicks into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out by Britt. Not making it easy. Are we going to see an 8th? Super kick, yes, no! Catches it, does Britt. Counters the counter, does Peligro. With that corkscrew kick, and now he's going for a weapon. Brings out a ladder. That's not what the fans wanted. Oh, but Britt gonna eat it. Steel to the face. And again, gonna use those kitty claws. Digging into the face of Britt. Sends him into the ring yet again. Can only win by pin or submission within the squared circle. Britt's got to find an answer for Peligro, man. This has been largely one-sided. Continuing to... Wait a second. Thought he was going for a figure 4 there. Some more elbows. Unbelievable. Peligro in his zone here tonight. Britt picks himself up in the corner. Still fight left in the bloody Britt. But how much fight left? Use the fact that there's no disqualifications. Putting serious pressure on the chest of the Britt and strutting his stuff off that pendulum Meteora. Another rolling thunder. Gets up the knees, does Britt. Big boot again to the chest. Forearm smash puts him down for a British drive-by. What's a British drive-by look like in England? They don't have guns. They just throw stones out the window. He's got the stairs now. Tries to use them. Peligro stops him. Super kick number 8. And yet another straight jacket German, which Britt just shrugs off. Tilt the world Hurricane Rana. Britt just can't keep up with the speed of Peligro in this matchup. That's what's doing him in. Oh, now gonna have himself a snack. The cat bite. Britt gonna have that cat scratch fever. Oh, busts him open off a knife. Super kick. Kick to the midsection. Bleeding now is Britt as he throws Peligro into the apron, spins him around, up into the fireman's carry position, up into the electric chair, into the cliffhanger. What a setup! The cliffhanger at ringside. Woo! And again, throws him chest first into the apron. Where's Britt going? Taking apart the other set of steel steps. Peligro into some big trouble. Steel steps to the face. He ain't done with him. Again, but Peligro fights back. 10th super kick. Now Peligro going for the steel steps to the mush of the bloody Britt. What a hard-hitting match matchup here. It's turned into a bit of a British brawl. Britt's used to this. Oh! Sit out choke slam. Grabs those steps. Britt's in love. Throws him down as Peligro gets to his feet. Kick to the midsection. Back into the ring at last. Blood pouring down Britt's face as Peligro gonna pull out another ladder. A massive ladder. Wait a minute. Don't knock over my dubby. Creating this ladder bridge. Chaos to ensue. Peligro throwing Britt chest first. Tries to hoist him up on top of the ladder bridge, but Britt fights back. And now Britt with a power bomb. And another one. And a third power bomb. Good God, Bloody Britt has certainly come back. Throws him ribs first into the barricade. Britt's come unglued. Peligro throwing him into the barricade. Just back and forth, both men jockeying for control. Throwing Peligro into the corner of the announce table. Stunner! A mini dose of revenge. And takes a bite out of Britt's forehead before throwing him into the barricade. These guys are beating the fuck out of each other. From the fireman's carry position, Britt walking over the ladder bridge, throws him down on top of it. And now Britt manhandling the Anarchy champion. Throwing him around like a goddamn ragdoll. Sends it into the apron again. Over to the ladder bridge we go. Britt gonna put him up on top of it. Snake Eyes! Snake Eyes to the Anarchy champion. Give him a good taste of that steel before rolling him back into the ring. I think Britt's got eyes to put this match away. Going for revenge. Peligro gets out of the way, throwing Britt out onto the ladder bridge. Peligro going to use this time to grab the steel steps. What is he cooking up here? Britt wants none of it. Under the ladder, bit of bad luck. Oh, runs right into the steps. Swinging neck breaker. We have just got a chaotic scene here in front of the announce table. I am not comfortable. Weapons all over the place. Looks like a goddamn crime scene. It might end up being a crime scene. Oh, ladder bridge. Taken down. Again into the barricade. Britt is sent. And once more, Peligro finds his way back to the arm of Chris Andrews. Barrage of kicks. And an 11th super kick. Rolling Thunder. Keeping the pressure on the ribs of Britt, whose jaw got to be just about hanging on by a thread at this point. Oh, God. Now what? Now what? A steel chair. Peligro says, I don't think so, mate. Sends him back into the ring, and Peligro wasting no time. Could it be a 12th super kick? 1, 2, kicks out. How? Peligro can't believe it. Listen to these fans fight forever. I'm here for it. Oh my God, going for a 13th super kick. Ow! What? What? Wait a minute, Britt from the top. Oh my God! Well, I don't know what just happened, but I know it was insane. A piece of the ladder sticking out of the ring. And Britt grabbing that steel chair. But Peligro with a 13th super kick. Throwing Britt into the apron, into the barricade. Making him kiss the top of the barricade. How are these two still standing, man? Full Nelson slam countered. Another dose of mini revenge. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, and out of the chair! Oh, 14th super kick, followed by the straight jacket German onto the chair. Pellegro thinking about going for the steps, but then says, fuck it. Enough already. Back elbow into the barricade. Barricade's getting a whole lot of love in this match. Now with the chair, right down onto the midsection, to the shoulder. Britt trying to get out of the way. Back elbow knocking the chair up into the air. Out of the side headlock. Britt hammering away. Now he's got the chair. Right to the head of Pellegro. Britt has lost it again, and Pellegro busted wide open. Chair gets sent up into the air once more. Using those claws. Scratching at the head of the bloody Britt. Back and forth. Back and forth. An absolute war here tonight. He's got the steel chair back into the ring. Pellegro knocks it out of his hands. And again, that arm trying to tear it off. Wants to take it home, put it in his trophy case. Maybe bite off a finger. Pellegro looking for a 15th super kick. 15th super kick. It's got to be in 1, 2. There's no way. There's no way. How? 15 super kicks. Get out of town. Take a bus. Britt fights back to his feet. Another trio of power bombs. 1, 2, 3 of them into the pin. 1, a 1 count. A 1 count. Britt says, fuck this. Goes to grab the chair. Pellegro back to his feet though. Takes a bite. Takes a bite out of the open wound. Inverted Frankensteiner. From the corner. A 16th super kick. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ. 16 super kicks. It took to keep Britt down. 16 of them. There's the final one that did Britt in. That has got to be one of the craziest matches I have seen. And Pellegro going to celebrate with a little dance. Well, believe it or not, my friends, even after that, we still have some more action to look forward to. And, well, coming up next in our tertiary main event, we're set to see Amber Young one-on-one with Nao Nakata, but it looks like we're going to have a guest here at ringside. Ari Lee popping a squat here next to the announce table, keen on watching this matchup up close. And for good reason. We all saw what happened last episode of Octane. Actually, Amber Young defeating Ari Lee one-on-one, but after the match, Amber Young with a vicious attack on Ari Lee, throwing her shoulder first with the steel steps, and Amber Young going on to say she wanted to use Ari Lee to send a message to the rest of the women's division. She's on the hunt to become women's hardcore champion. Not going to let anyone stand in her way, but it appears though Ari Lee not about to be anyone's stepping stone. Coming out here tonight, letting Amber Young know that she ain't about to go out without a fight. You saw how upset Amber Young was to see Ari Lee out here. But has to focus on the task at hand. This match getting underway. Nao Nakata of the Orange Crush Girls could be looking for a big win herself here. Hurricane Rana at ringside. Oh, and a cutter! Followed up by a Dragon Sleeper, but at ringside, this won't do Young much good. Nao able to get out of it anyhow, caught with a hook to the jaw. And an inverted Frankensteiner onto the floor. These two girls can waste any time. They got right into the deep end. Young from the apron saying, Nakata here does not stand a chance. Ari Lee keeping a close eye on the action. Doesn't seem like she wants to talk to me. Don't know what I did. Fisherman's driver with a bridge. Looking to knock Nao off here. 2 count only for the former MMA fighter. Still to come here tonight, guys. Up next in our co-main event, George King scheduled for action ahead of his clash with Chris Diamond at homecoming for the Global Championship. Well, Nao did not get all of that, but enough of it to take Amber Young off her feet. Probably took a bit out of herself as well, though. Not a soft landing. EDT goes for a stop. Young dropping her on her neck with that Snapdragon suplex. Just at the count of 5, Young gonna roll Nakata back into the ring. Taking her time though, being a bit cheeky before joining her inside the squared circle. On the rebound, one of those vicious knees from Amber Young. Rolls her up into a back suplex. Now the Irish whip into the corner. Ari Lee doesn't look like she's intent on just watching here tonight. Calling Amber Young over. And this is a foolish mistake. Amber Young getting in the face of Ari Lee, forgetting about her opponent. And here comes Nakata. Big right hand. Ari Lee saying, hey, I didn't do anything. What did I do? Before taking her leave, and the distraction might end up costing Amber Young here. Nao Nakata retaking control thanks to a bit of help there from Ari Lee. Young still in the fight, kick to the midsection, going to send Nakata back into the ring. Picking her up just to put her right back down with that short arm big boot desperately into the pin. Perhaps she'll get lucky here. Only a 2 count. Spinning back fist. That snapmare and the bare foot to the face. Insult to injury. Rolling sunset flip powerbomb. Amber Young in bad shape here. Nao Nakata knows it as she tosses her into the corner, hoping to secure herself a big win here tonight. She's got Young up on the top rope, but Young trying to fight back. Nao Nakata, though, with some nasty elbows to the back of the head. Wait a minute. Nao Nakata with the super Inverted Frankensteiner. Say goodnight. Fans on their feet. Nao Nakata with the German. Apparently the super inverted Frankensteiner wasn't enough. Butterfly suplex. Just throwing everything in Amber Young to the top rope. Perfect positioning as she hopes for a moonsault, but took too much time. Played around with Amber Young. Should have gone for the pin when she had the chance. And now Amber Young going in for the kill shot. That head kick, not once but twice, it's so nice. Uno, dos, no, tres. Frustrated is Amber Young. This match not going her way. Thanks in large part to Ari Lee. Now where's Young going? To the top herself. Amber Young, double boot stomp. Moves out of the way to Nakata. Big old drop kick to the mush. Double boot stomp evaded. Tanahashi clothesline. Amber Young planning her next move here. Taking a bit too much time, if you ask me. Another short arm, big boot. Or I guess big foot in the case of Amber Young. Oh, and now look at to drive that knee right into the face of Nakata. She wants none of it. Another sunset flip powerbomb. Nao looking for a vertical suplex, but Amber Young able to get herself free. Drops down behind an elbow, waiting for it. Tries for a big boot, gets out of the way. Snap German. And using those strikes of hers expertly. Fisherman's driver a second time. Nakata saying, get me the hell out of here. But Amber Young stand on top of her like white on rice. From the top to the outside with that rolling wheel kick. Kick to the top of the head. Nakata staying in the fight as much as Amber Young tries to put a lid on her. Into the ring once more, just at the count of 3. Amber Young trying to get back to her feet. Caught with that basement dropkick. Now sent into the corner. Last place she wants to be. Nao Nakata could be looking again to hit that massive inverted Frankensteiner. Amber Young trying to get free. But Nakata has got her in position. And another super inverted Frankensteiner. Takes a big shot herself. Doesn't go for the pin. Jeez. Lighten up, old girl. That blink and you miss it offense. Nakata with a pile driver. Good Lord, man. And finally, trying to go for that moonsault again. Again, Amber Young gets out of the way. Penalty kicks her head off. And Young wasting no time. Again, that kick to the back of the head. Gonna seal the deal. Amber Young picking up the dub. Nao Nakata just had multiple opportunities to put Amber Young away, but kept trying to show off, and well, it bit her in the ass in the end. Amber Young, no nonsense. As soon as she had the opportunity to go for the kill shot, she did. It appears as though Amber Young far from finished with Ari Lee, though. Well, lads and gents, it is our co-main event coming up next here on Octane, episode 46. And a big matchup we've got here between George King and Josh Wolf. Of course, still to come up next in our main event tag team action. You're going to see Riley Van Wilson and Maggie Shaw take on Ashley Rain and Ellie Quinn. But last episode of Octane, we saw both George King and Josh Wolf compete in that fatal four-way match for the shot at Chris Diamond's Global Championship come homecoming. That matchup won by George King. Here tonight, he hopes to strengthen his momentum against a longtime rival in Josh Wolf. George King not only knows his opponent in Josh Wolf here tonight very well, he knows Chris Diamond very well. Far from the first time King's going to be sharing that ring with the British Baller. In fact, the last time they went one-on-one was at Ascendance 10 inside Hell in a Cell. But this time, it's going to be for the Global Championship. We saw George King not to let anything stand in his way. Troy Colt, the example that George King set at Absolution, the brutality. Unlike anything we've ever witnessed before here in CMV, what George King did to Troy Colt, taking him out of action for a long time, say the CMV doctors, until well after Ascendance 11, perhaps cutting Troy Colt's career short. You know, Josh Wolf elated to see what happened to the Bloody Brit earlier tonight. In that Extreme Rules match, Peligro picking up the dub. And knowing that a big win here tonight against George King could see him next in line for a shot at that Global Championship. So here we go, George King, Josh Wolf, one-on-one again, two men who know each other very well. In fact, they've fought in the past over the Global Championship. George King walking Wolf out of the corner. Pendulum backbreaker, not once, but twice. Right into the pin, you know, Chris Diamond watching. I don't know if there's two men here in CMV that know each other as well as King and Diamond do. But it's been a long time since last they faced off again. It was inside Hell in a Cell at Ascendance 10 almost a year ago. And this time they're fighting for much more than just a grudge. It's for that Global Championship. Big old elbow across the chest of Wolf. Dominant start here from George King, but Wolf fights back with a Tanahashi clothesline drop kick right upside the head. Josh Wolf's ultimate goal to eliminate Chris Andrews so he can focus on becoming global champion again. And like I said before, a win against the #1 contender here tonight could see Wolf at the top of the rankings post-homecoming. Super kick to the back of the head after escaping that Alabama slam attempt. To the midsection. King quickly back into the ring. In hot pursuit is Wolf. Caught with an STO. There's no feeling out process here between these two. No collar, elbow tie up. No slowly getting into things. Went right after it. Like two men who have fought countless times before. Up to a count of two. Wolf gonna bring this fight back into the squared circle. King to his feet, met with a kick to the gut and a butterfly suplex. Not just one, two of them. And a butterfly face buster. In trouble is George King. Josh Wolf knows it. Keeping the pressure on, takes him down into a Fujiwara armbar. Trying to wear George King down, pick him apart. George King the type of guy, though, no matter how beat he might look, all it takes is a sliver of an opening. You give him an inch, he'll take it a mile. One mistake. Wolf knows that on his A game here. Torture rack neck breaker. King can't seem to get his head above the water here. Wolf on him like peanut butter on jelly. Look at this, looking for some maybe kicks to the face. King instead with a big boot to the chest directly into the pin. King not looking to play around here tonight. Looking to pick up a big win, bolster his momentum going into homecoming. Now under the fireman's carry position, Wolf able to escape. Launched this here into the ropes on the rebound, drops down. Another big boot. From behind, reverse DDT down out of the knee. Elbow drop to the gut. Heavy offense from George King. Such impact behind it. Oh, Wolf taking him down. Spinning back kick. The whiplash there. And Wolf gonna try for that snap DDT. Quickly into the cover. A big win for Josh Wolf. 1, 2, 3. Wolf has done it. Wolf picks up the win. But Diamond with the global championship. The loss wasn't enough. Chris Diamond sending a message to his longtime rival, laying him out with the global championship. Diamond saying, you want it, come and get it, big boy. Well, coming up next, my fine feathered friends, we have made it to our main event of the evening here on Octane episode 46 in tag team action. It's going to be as the new women's tag team champions, Riley Van Wilson and Maggie Shaw, going to be taking on the tandem of Ashley Rain and women's world champion Ellie Quinn, teammates at Absolution and War Games, coming together to battle back the Arsenal of Justice. But now that Tailcoat Val has kept her word, retracting her goons and allowing Ashley Rain to pursue her rematch for that Women's World Championship at Homecoming, the alliance over. And the question is, can Rain and Quinn work together here tonight ahead of their clash at Homecoming next week? But a massive feel-good moment it was last week on Shockwave when Riley Van Wilson and Maggie Shaw took the Women's Tag Team Championship from the Arsenal of Justice. Maggie Shaw finally capturing championship gold here in CMV with the help of Riley Van Wilson. I would like to ask Riley Van Wilson how she feels about what transpired last night on Shockwave. Xiaorong pushing Ashley Riot off the... Still don't know what you would call it, that area they were fighting in, the rafters down into that spotlight, and still no definitive update on Ashley Riot just yet. We know she did suffer burns to her lower back. That's the extent of it, though. And Xiaorong has well and fully snapped in her pursuit of revenge. And Ashley Riot in pursuit to become a 4-time Women's World Champion at Homecoming next week. And it has been set as our main event. Ashley Rain, Ellie Quinn for that Women's World Championship. Tailcoat Val has kept her word, shockingly. She swears that she'll stay out of the match, allowing Ashley Rain to pursue that Women's World Championship, which of course she lost back at Deadly Games after the goons of Tailcoat Val interfered in the match between Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain. Match got thrown out by DQ, and after Val's goons were done with Rain, Ellie Quinn swooped in, ever the opportunist, cashing in. Magnificent 8 beating Rain to become Women's World Champion. But the beef between them put aside, as they knew they had to band together for the greater good to take out the Arsenal of Justice in War Games at Absolution. But now the Arsenal of Justice is indeed out of the way, Rain and Quinn making a beeline for one another at Homecoming. Ellie Quinn bided her time after taking that Magnificent 8 briefcase from Jane Stone last season. Waited for the perfect opportunity, and it presented itself, much to the chagrin of Tailcoat Val back at Deadly Games. But now Ellie Quinn set to defend that championship against a longtime foe, and perhaps the greatest female competitor in CMV history, and Ashley Rain. No doubt what a big match this is. And Ellie Quinn stopped Ashley Rain from making further history here in CMV. Here tonight, though, they are partners, as they were in War Games at Absolution. Can that partnership last just one more night And of course, Tornado Tag Team rules in effect here as the referee rings the bell. Maggie Shaw, of course, back at Deadly Games, had Ashley Rain one-on-one for the Women's World Championship, and thanks to Val and her puppets, that opportunity ripped from her hands. Although I'm sure Shaw still celebrating the fact that she and Riley Van Wilson became the new Women's Tag Team Champions last week on Shockwave, knowing full well that here tonight, knocking off the #1 contender and the champion in one fell swoop. A massive dub that could potentially put Shaw and RBW right at the top of the rankings post-homecoming. Allie Quinn grabbing the hair of the Polish Warrior, fights back though, forearm smash. And now a big old smack across the face, not once, not twice, but thrice. And a headbutt. It's the cherry on top. Rain getting out of dodge. Shaw, though, keeping on her, brings her back into the ring as we see Riley Van Wilson go to Brett's rope, knee drop right across the jaw of the Women's World Champion. On the road we are to Ascendance 11, my friends. Live from London, England, the O2 Arena. It is on the horizon, only getting closer and closer, but our next pit stop, homecoming next week. What a show it's shaping up to be. We've got Ashley Rain, Ellie Quinn for the Women's World Championship, George King, Chris Diamond for the Global Championship, that big old fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship as Fidel De La Rosa will defend against John Lippick Earl and Leon Gata. We've got that Miami street fight made official between Hunter Quinn and Amarine and more. Let's have to get the same weekend. NGW going to present Checkpoint Miami. Big show there, that championship scramble match for the NGW Championship as Trevor Hannibal will defend against RJ Kidd, JB Hayes, Byron Kruger, and Mr. Green. Ellie Quinn trying to take off the head of Maggie Shaw. Again, all allies back at Absolution and War Games, but opponents tonight and going forward. Maggie Shaw getting her back thoroughly cracked there on the barricade, courtesy of Ellie Quinn and that Uranagi. Shaw in the ring. Over the top, the big gal. Showing off her athleticism. But Ashley Rain right there to take her down a notch. A couple of short on clotheslines. Oh, and a ripcord drop kick. Nice combination put together there by Ashley Rain. Already a record-setting 3-time Women's World Champion. Looking to make it 4 come homecoming. Long history, of course, between Riley Van Wilson and Ashley Rain. A history that Telco Val thoroughly poked and prodded during the build-up to Absolution, attempting to drive a wedge. It was already a very shaky alliance to begin with, but able to be band together. At Absolution, sliced oranges from Ashley Rain. As Ellie Quinn keeps on top of Riley Van Wilson, got to be careful, the referee's counting, they're going to get disqualified. Ashley Rain going for sliced oranges again, maybe, as Ellie Quinn setting up RBW for that Tiger Driver. Maggie Shaw caught with the elevator. Handed him out like candy on Halloween. Into the pin, the referee too busy counting out Ashley Rain. Quinn might have the match won. A 2 count only. Maggie Shaw survives but by the skin of her teeth as Ellie Quinn with a final flash off the powerbomb. I don't think Rain is done with Maggie Shaw. Takes her down with the reverse STO into the pin. 1. Shaw can't catch a break here. Shot to the midsection. Maggie gonna grab Rain by the hair just like a poppy with that big old right hook to the face. Into the pin for a big win, but a 2 count is all she's gonna find. Grabs that arm, slams it off the canvas, trying to further wear Rain down. Classic falling fist drops. Kicking it old school. There's Maggie Shaw as now she lines up her shot. Rain to her feet, gonna get caught with Shaw. Shank! Redemption! Into the pin, ref! 1, 2! Too busy with what's going on at ringside. I can't blame her. Tornado tag team matchup, always hectic. Oh, another one! Maggie Shaw! A second Shawshank redemption! She ain't having it! But Ellie Quinn evades that elbow drop attempt and breaks up the pin. But now Riley Van Wilson, oh, with the X Factor! Into the pin! 1, 2, ref! Counting as slow as can be there. Rain with a suicide dive to take out Maggie Shaw. Back in the ring, RBW. What's she looking for here? Snapmare. Set up a big kick to the face. Into the pin. 1, broken up by Ashley Rain. Maggie Shaw seeming a bit hesitant to get back into the ring. Doesn't want to be counted out though. Strick gonna send Shaw into the corner, but RVW from behind tries for back suplex, countered into a bulldog. And now as RVW rolls to the outside, Ellie Quinn to the top. We're gonna go to the outside, stopped though by Maggie Shaw, taken out with a double axe handle. RVW with a sleeper applied by the Polish Warrior, trying to put the Women's World Champion to sleep here tonight. But Ashley Rain again in to make the save. Caught with a third Shawshank redemption. 1, 2, 3, and the Women's Tag Team Champions picking up a massive win here tonight. Not 1, not 2, but 3 big shots from Maggie Shaw, hitting Ashley Rain and winning this matchup here in our main event. No joke about it. Ginormous dub for the Women's Tag Team Champions here tonight.